Hello. I'm Bruce Oberg. If you've attended any of the previous 4 gatherings, you probably know one thing about me, and that is that I hate numbers. In G4G8, I felt that I really had to speak up against 8. I spoke against it there. I did very well, if I say so myself. 2 years after that, I was happy to expose 9 for what it was. And I think we'll all agree that it was absolutely necessary for me at G4G10 to bring down 10. And frankly, 2 years ago, it was actually too easy for me to take care of 11. I've stood here on this very stage, I've spoken against them all, and I think you'll agree I've destroyed them all. I mean, nobody is using those numbers anymore because of the truth that I have been able to share with all of you. So it's going to be a little different this year. I mean, I think many of you will be surprised to discover that today I'm taking the pro side of the debate this year. That's because this year's gathering is honoring not just an ordinary ordinal. This is the 12th gathering, and today I'm here to celebrate the number 12. Now, you might ask yourself, what is it that has turned me, clearly a skeptic, into a believer? Well, I don't know if everyone will be able to see this, but quite simply, when counted among the natural numbers, 12 stands alone. It is, in fact, supernatural. Now, how else can you explain its omnipresence in so many of our religious histories? Jesus had 12 disciples. In Judaism, there are the 12 tribes of Israel. Shia Islam has the 12 imams. In Greek mythology, Mount Olympus is a home to who? The 12 Olympians. Them themselves descended from the 12 titans. And of course, in all of that story, we come to Hercules. He was rewarded with immortality after performing what? The 12 labors, right. Now the 12th of these was capturing Cerberus, the three-headed hound of Hades, who of course stands guard over the gateway to the underworld. Now, why is any of this of any significance? I mean, 12 materializes over and over again in the context of transformation and passage between worlds. 12 a.m. midnight. It's a special time for me. It's when I finished writing this talk last night. It's also commonly referred to as the witching hour. Why? Because midnight is the portal through which today becomes tomorrow, becomes yesterday. I mean, 12 is simultaneously the beginning and the end. It's the fulcrum of our temporal Mobius strip. It's both the alpha and the omega of time itself. Okay, why do I support 12? Well, I think like any researcher, there's nothing more intriguing than something that's inexplicable. Did you guys see what happened there? See the letters right back and forth? Okay, that's it, not another time. All right. Now, I understand that you guys, this audience, you all prize rational thought, absolute logic, and therefore many of you will write off some of my claims as just superstition. But I truly believe that this is more than just a roll of a die. So let's consider for a moment strictly mathematical, but no less transcendent properties of 12. Okay? 12 is a superfactorial. It's the product of the first 3 factorials. That's pretty straightforward. It's also a composite number, maybe not that amazing to people in this room. Whether there's several more composite numbers, I think. You know, it's the number of its divisors, its prime factors is 2, which is greater than 1, okay. How about this? 12 is a highly composite number. So that means the number of divisors that it has is greater than the number of divisors for all the numbers less than 12. Okay, not good enough for you, I see. No claps or anything. How about this? 12 is in fact a superior, highly composite number. There's the proof. Look it up on Wikipedia. I looked it up last night. Okay, what the hell does this mean? Okay, it means something like the ratio of its count of divisors to itself is greater than or equal to the ratio of the count of divisors for any number divided by that number. I think, I don't know, I was on a couple Vivarin at the time, I'm sorry. Okay, 12 is also a sublime number. Now what's a sublime number? This means it has a perfect number of positive divisors. Here are its divisors. It has 6 of them, 6 being a perfect number. So it has a perfect number of positive divisors. That's not what makes it sublime. What makes it sublime is that the sum of these is, again, another perfect number. Now, 12 is the first sublime number. The next sublime number is this. That's a 6 with 75 decimal digits after it. And of course, I plan, and I hope you all plan, to join me at a gathering in the far, far future where we will eventually be able to talk about this number. Okay, maybe you believe that all of these are still coincidences, but let's look at the tarot. The 12th card of the major arcana in the tarot is, of course, the Hanged Man. So I think he suggests that you should try to set aside your prejudices and see things from a different perspective. Or if I can paraphrase Prince Hamlet, there is more to 12 than is thought of in your philosophies. Okay, I'm near the end. Get ready. I am about to conclusively prove that 12 is nothing less than pure magic. Are you ready? Here we go. 12 signs of the zodiac, right? What's the 12th sign? Pisces, the fish, which is also a well-known symbol for Jesus Christ. That's right. He was born in the 12th month, December, which is why that's when we celebrate Christmas, of course. And on the 12th day of Christmas, what did my true love give to me? 12 drummers drumming, of course, right. And who's the most famous drummer? Ringo Starr. Look at him. He's still famous. Now, the Beatles released 12 studio albums. Their 12th album, Let It Be, the title begins with L, the 12th letter of the alphabet. Need I say more? It has 12 tracks, Let It Be does, and it was originally released on 12-inch vinyl. I think you can all see where I'm going here. 12 inches is a foot. What else is a foot? I say magic. Magic is a foot. I say magic is a foot because I believe everything I read on bumper stickers in Seattle. Magic is a foot, and therefore, so is the number 12. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.